Right on. So just a quick video on the bar chords. Now, one thing I would say about this is that we're doing bar chords probably a bit earlier than we should, really. So do take a bit more time to mess about with the open chords that you already know, because I just figure that since you're getting through them so fast, no harm in just throwing them in there as well, so you'll have them and you can kind of just digest it in your own time, okay? But do mess about a bit with the open chords as well, and every now and then, as I said, after whatever practice you're doing, if you want to just play the Oasis songs, which I'll leave you to your own devices there. I think you've got that covered. Do all that stuff, whatever else you want to do, and then bit of bar chord practice at the end just to kind of get that hand strength going. And you don't want to do that at the start. You'll kind of just wear yourself out before you even begin doing anything else. Okay, so well, one thing actually on the Oasis thing with the bar chords, because there is one bar chord in there as well, the F minor at the end of the chorus. So you're coming at it from an F major 7, right? So you've got that in the diagram there. Now, one thing to make that transition a bit smoother is these two can stay in the same spot for F major 7 and F minor. So all you got to do is take the middle finger away, and as that's happening, the first finger comes up and bars the whole thing. All right, so that's it. Now, so there were four barable chord shapes. Okay, that's it. That's it's not just four now. You can bar pretty much anything. As I was saying, you can even bar a G chord if for some reason you would have to do that. But so A and E, both major and minor, they're the most practical ones to kind of bring up the fretboard with you. So I won't go into too much of the E major of anything other than A, because A is the one that's kind of tricky, right? So E minor, use it with your two fingers, and up you go. So that'll be F minor, F sharp minor, G minor, etc. E major, if you want a major chord, so that's E major. Switch it around, obviously, so that your index finger is free. Then there's A, that's B. And you just need the chromatic scale, which you have there in the notes, to know how far up you need to bring a chord to get it to a certain point. Like, let's say you want a B flat major chord. Well, so you just take your E, no E sharp, so F, F sharp, G, G sharp, um, A, A sharp, which is, there's B, so B flat is there. There's A, so A sharp is there. So B flat and A sharp are the same thing. So there's B flat major. A minor, no different really. All I would say about that is you don't necessarily want the sixth string involved. Okay, so if you're doing B minor, let's say, as you would be in the Tracy Chapman one we were doing, I tend to do it like this. So I'm blocking this one, so that way the chord starts on the root note, the B in this case. So just have it flat across, well, on its side, but parallel. You don't want a curve in it like that of course, okay? Now, the A one then. So what we're doing there is, instead of playing A major like this, we're doing it like this. So we want to kind of get the sweet spot between holding down the B string and blocking the E string, right? As I said, that's E6. So we don't want that. We just want an A, or that's A6. Sorry. So when you include that one on the same fret, it's a different chord now. So that's not what we want. So just taking it here. Let's say if we get a D with it. So this one is being blocked. Okay. So that's blocked. Here we are. 2 frets down from the third finger. Third finger is covering. Now take your time on this one. This really is just to get it just right like that, so it's holding down everything you want and blocking everything you don't want. It's a tough kind of balance to get together. So, and it's everybody's hand is different, so it's going to be different for everybody. But that's what you want, right? You want this one to be blocked. Now you can use your middle finger to block that as well if this one isn't doing the job. So block and block. Okay, so the examples I give you then were B minor, which is A minor up 2, G major, which is E major up 3 frets. So from the B minor, you're basically taking this whole shape as one unit up a string and up a fret, taking it down as for F sharp minor, going down a fret and getting rid of the middle finger. So this is the one here that makes it major and minor in the E shape. Okay, so if you just brought it down a fret, that'd be F sharp major. Get rid of the middle finger. There's minor. And then for the last one, you can just slide down here for a regular E minor. And the other one I gave you, I think I started it off with C sharp minor. But the thing about that, if I did do it in D minor, which I don't think I did, it doesn't really matter because the whole point about this one is that they're all bar chords, so they can all just, if you can play it on one fret, you can just as easily do it on another fret, and that's the beauty of it. So it was C sharp minor, which is A minor up 4, so you've got B minor there, so we already know that's B minor. There's no B sharp, so C minor, C sharp minor. All right, then go up a string basically for E minor, an E minor shape on the same fret up 4, that's G sharp minor. Up a fret gives us A minor, and then that middle finger going down on the G string, 1 fret up from the bar, gives us A major. And then that A bar chord with the bass note on the 7th fret gives us E major. Now it just happens because this is an E chord now, we can include this one as well. So we don't actually, when it's E, we don't have to block this one because this is an E string. So that's... All right. So that's really good going. Very, very quick progress on that now. So as I said, bar chords are great and all. They open up the whole fretboard for you. So if you can handle them, absolutely go for it. But just so you know, we are going through this pretty quick. So, which is great, obviously. But just keep that in mind. Get those basic chords down, get really comfortable with them. And for now, bar chords are secondary priority. So just every now and then, at the end of a practice session, just get this muscle here, get that nice and sore, get that really squeeze it, wear it out, get those hands nice and strong, so you can do them all day. All right, talk to you again.